Cosmetics. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jan. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. So today I want to show you guys my makeup palettes collection. Okay, for a minute I had to stop buying makeup palettes because it was getting out of control. So let me just show you all of them. Okay, I'm gonna start off with one of my faves, which is the Juvias Place Zulu palette. Can you see the yellow? It's hitting pan. I love the yellow in this palette, the browns, the shimmers. I really just like using this palette on my colorful eye looks. Like, it just brings them to life. It's so pigmented. I like using this palette on my clients. Also, I have a separate one for my client kit, and it is just so multi-purpose. Like that brown, you can use that brown as an eyeshadow or as a contour shade. Those shimmers, you can use those on the eyes, the lips. You can use those as a highlight. Like this purple and this pink, it just brings everything together. Another favorite is the Juvias Place The Warrior 1 palette. Okay, this has a bunch of neutral browns in it. This palette does have a bunch of good brown shades, some shimmer shades. I use these as highlight. I use this as eyeshadow and contour on my clients. This makes for a really good brown smoky eye or a neutral brown look. It just is the perfect go-to palette that you need in your makeup kit, whether that's for you or for your client. Yeah, I definitely didn't realize how many Juvias Place palettes I had. Like, I went and did a fashion show and Juvias Place sponsored it and they gave us a bunch of Juvias Place stuff. So I have palettes that I haven't really even used yet. So I guess we'll put that on the list for the next makeup look. We got the Juvias Place The Rebel. And this is like a cute little green palette. I love this. I really haven't even used this just yet, as you can see. But this would be great for St. Patrick's Day. Ooh. Let me leave this on my desk because if I don't see it, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to put it on my desk to remember St. Patrick's Day. We have the Juvias Place Honey palette. And you know, I love this one because honey, come on now, HoneyyBee. And then, of course, I haven't even really used it yet. Like I said, they gave us a bunch of palettes at this fashion show. And baby, this looks beautiful, though. I like this shimmer shade. And these two could be some good transition shades from this shade. We got another Juvias Place palette. And I remember I bought this one because I needed a gray eyeshadow. I either needed a gray eyeshadow or a black eyeshadow. And this one was just all gray. I don't think the gray was deep enough at the time. I honestly don't know. I usually buy things for a purpose and then I use it one time and I never use it again. But it's so pretty. She didn't deserve that from me. She's so pretty. Like, those shades. I just be buying stuff. We have the Nubian. Okay, again, this is a makeup essential. Look at all of those shimmer shades. I like that red a lot. These browns look really rich. Like, these are some good neutral tones. Perfect for those neutral eye looks, something easy, something basic. And then this would be good for like a good highlight or just to add a pop of color, a pop of excitement to your eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna leave these on my desk because clearly we need to get into these Juvias Place palettes. We have the Juvias Place Olori 1. Okay, she's beautiful. I love the packaging of all of the Juvias Place palettes. They just have a strong black queen on each one of them, or a tribe of black queens. I love that. And of course, I've already been digging into this one. I like to use this one as an eyeliner. But look at those oranges and those blues. Like, you can see the shimmer from here. Yes, I love this one. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Of course, I have the Juvias Place Warrior 2 palette, but the black eyeshadow in it broke, and it is just everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. It's on the other palettes. My hands are a little black because I have to touch the other palettes, and I've cleaned them. I just need to get a whole new palette for that one. But those eyeshadows are bomb. It comes with a white eyeshadow shade that I love using with the white concealer. I'll just put a picture up of it because I still want y'all to see it because it's wonderful. Okay, so let's transition into ColourPop. I have a bunch of ColourPop palettes because they are super, super, super affordable. You are starting your makeup journey, ColourPop and Juvias Place, go-tos. The color payoff is always there. They last a long time. And then their sites have a bunch of other things like lippies, liners, foundations. You'll definitely be getting a bang for your buck with those two. But this is the Truly Madly Deeply palette, okay? Now this palette gives me like ethereal summer vibes, like the purple shimmers. This one is like a matte purple and these are like a loose glitter almost. So good. And as you can see, I'm hitting pan on some of the colors. I love these browns. This is a nice nude that I like to use. And normally when I use an eyeshadow palette, I just use this whole palette to make one eyeshadow look. So this is so bomb. Like, yes. Another ColourPop eyeshadow palette. This is one that I actually made. You can make one of these palettes on their website. I want to say it was like $35, $40. I don't know though, so don't quote me on that. I may have even gotten it on sale. Let me show y'all the shades that I picked though. So these shades can pop out and you can like rearrange them. But I wanted to get a palette that had like some nice pinks and purples with some nice neutral tones. See that pink hidden pan? I love that pink. This pink is so pigmented and it's so bright and pretty. This is one of my favorites. The purples, the browns. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes with like a brown shimmer because I love a brown shimmer. I only need to bring one palette with me when I go anywhere because I know it's gonna have all my go-tos. This one has a nice gray shades, like that nice gray shimmer. I just love it. Beautiful. So if you know anything about ColourPop, you know Kathleen Lights has a bunch of collabs with ColourPop, and this was one of them, the So Jaded palette. And this palette is themed around crystals and crystal colors. So let me show y'all how the shades look. This is how the shades look. You got, and they're all themed around the crystals, like I said. So the names are like jade and amethyst and citrine. Very beautiful. Ruby. Like, you can't beat that. I really like this blue. This gold, so bomb. These blues, bomb. This one kind of broke. I think I dropped this and it was the only shade that broke, so I love that. This emerald green, it is to die for. Very pretty. I really need to start using all of my palettes again because I'm seeing some shades that aren't even touched and I'm like, girl, get it together. Like, this is why I stopped buying palettes though, because I don't use all of the shades and I need to. I don't know how many Juvias Place palettes I have, but it's about equal to ColourPop because I love both of them. This is the Ornate palette by ColourPop. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's so pretty. And you usually can tell what colors are gonna come in the eyeshadow palette by the outside of it. You haven't noticed that just yet? Like, look at this. I used this palette on one of my Valentine's Day looks that I haven't posted yet. So pretty. That black with that gold glitter in it, oh my god. Again with the yellow. I love this shade for like a highlight. I like to use this on my nose as my highlight and like on the bridge of my nose. It's just so pretty and it just gives like that sultry vibes. Like, you just need this one thing to just make you feel like a vixen. Like, so okay. Here is another ColourPop palette that I made. This one is all glitter and shimmer shades. I bought this one at the same time as the other butterfly palette. Oh, look at that. I don't know. I just have an obsession with glitter and how the shades look. And I'm always so scared to use them, but now I'm like, girl, let's do a makeup challenge at this point. Use this whole palette. Use every single eyeshadow palette within the year. At least once. Each shade, because the blue. And the names are on the bottom of these, so if y'all want to know any of the names, put it in the comments. This is the ColourPop Main Squeeze palette. And I bought this palette specifically because I didn't have a red eyeshadow at the time, and I was just starting off in my makeup journey, and I was like, okay, let's get some reds. The thing with this palette though is I dropped it, and I don't know if I put the shades back in the correct order. So let me just be careful opening it to show y'all. Yeah, one shade is completely gone. Like, it's very dirty. But I love it because it's so peachy and pink. Oh, I just really love ColourPop's themed eyeshadows. Like, you know exactly what you're gonna get out of them, and you know that they're gonna have a good color payoff. That's why I was so scared that it broke. Oh, I love this one. I guess when I get to the bottom of this eyeshadow bin, I'm gonna clean it out because it's just black eyeshadow and stuff that I didn't even expect it to be on. Like, it is everywhere. It's crazy. Again, another themed collection from ColourPop, and this is when I think the second Hocus Pocus came out. This may have been the first one, I'm not even sure, to be quite honest. But it was so cute. I was like, I gotta get this because why not? And it was Halloween too, so I was like, perfect. Here are the shades. Oh, I was in love with this gold for so long. Oh my gosh. It comes with some nice neutral shades, and of course all of the names are Hocus Pocus themed. You got a little bubble bubble, a little twisting bones, you know, things like that. It's so pretty. Then you got a little cat. Okay, Thackeray Binks. Super freaking cute. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I showed y'all all of these palettes, and this is my favorite one. When I open this up, you will see why. This is the BeatsbyDeb Color for Days palette, and as you can see, there is basically nothing in it. And that is not because I dropped this one. It is because it is bomb. I've used up all the light green, both of the yellows, almost all of the pink, all of the red, all of the blue. I just realized the other day that I've never even touched these two shades. I don't even know why. I kind of can't even see what color they are anymore, but I'm definitely gonna make sure I dig in them, okay? But y'all, Deb did her thing on this palette. I was gonna buy another one, but I'm like, I still can use this one. Like, this one is still some good. We don't have any more green, but it's some little crumbs in there that I can kind of smash together and make something out of it. Like, this is my favorite palette. It has every single color of the rainbow. Like, you cannot beat that. Again, I got the BeatsbyDeb Color Stacker. I think I bought this a long time ago, and they're all neon pigments, and they are UV lighted. So if you use your UV light, like, you know, if you go to a rave or like a skating rink or something, somewhere where it's a UV light, or if you have one, your look will glow in the dark. Like, you cannot beat that. I just didn't really like this that much because it was a little messy, because, you know, you got to take it off and like put it upside. Like, it's a little messy for me because it's a pigment also, but still my fave. Still my fave when I need to make it pop, okay? When I need to show everybody what I'm made out of. This neon is gonna get you there. Now, I do have a couple palettes from ColourPop Cosmetics. I have the green Girl Scout one, okay? They sell this in Sam's, and it's like $10, I think. And the colors in it, like, did you even expect that? I definitely didn't. When I bought it, I was like, oh, yes. It got green, but then it got blue, then it got black, then it got yellow. I'm like, okay, I thought it was all gonna be like green to dark green to yellow, but it definitely surprised me. Like, look at that. I was digging in that green, okay? Using the blue as liner. As always, I'm using the shimmer as a highlight color. Like, it's so good. Now, if you're looking for a good budget, this is so affordable. It's so affordable. I have the Orange Pop palette, okay? And then when you open it, beautiful oranges, beautiful browns, beautiful yellows. This was breathtaking. For this to be the price that it is, like that $5 to $10, don't quote me on none of these prices because I'll just insert it in the video. But like, if you want to support a business, these are the ones you need to be supporting right here, okay? Like, She's beautiful. And last but not least, I got the purple Haze. If you cannot tell, I bought all of these at the same time. Again, a themed palette is one that we love. Look at that purple, that pink hidden pan. Both pinks. All right, that purple hidden pan. I love a good glitter. Oh, so good. These were really good for like highlight. Like if you just do like a basic makeup look like the one I have on now, and you add a highlight of purple, orange, blue, pink, whatever, it's gonna make it pop every time. I promise you it will. Super freaking cute. All of them are. That's all I can say about all of them, because clearly all of them were my favorite at a point of time. I have this BH Cosmetics Aurora Light palette that I never really even used. It was a bunch of shimmer shades. Let me show y'all. So it's just all shimmer. So these are very good for like highlight on the eyes. If you're doing like a fun eyeshadow look and you want to do something where if you do the back camera, you want it to shimmer. So pretty. They all just look like, all the shades just look like little galaxies, right? Super cute. I don't know why I never really used it, but like I said, I had an eyeshadow addiction at a point, and yeah, this was a part of it. Couldn't help it. At the start of my makeup journey, I always wanted to try Huda Beauty, and I bought like this little palette because, you know, you always need a rainbow palette. I don't know. And it's so cute, like super cute. And it's so compact. I used to bring this with me everywhere. I don't know why, because why would you just need like a colorful eyeshadow palette and not a neutral one? But I used to bring it with me everywhere. And it's so cute. Again, I'm always hitting pan on the yellow. I'm always hitting pan on the yellow. Oh, super freaking gorgeous. This is a OG favorite. If you have not tried a NYX eyeshadow palette, I don't know what you ain't know. They sell these at Walgreens, Ulta, CVS sometimes. Like, it really, like, they're everywhere and it's affordable. Like, let me open it up. Look at those shades. I like this one the most because it's pastel. I don't know if it was intended to be pastel, but I like this one when I need like a light purple, a light turquoise, a light yellow, something that isn't as pigmented but the color payoff is still there, if that makes any sense. This is my fave. Like, OG. Like, if you did not start off with NYX somewhere in your journey, I don't know what to tell you. You need to start now. Now, the palette I'm about to show you was the very first palette that I wanted to buy that was more on the expensive side. And I remember being in college and I saved all of my money to buy this palette. I bought the palette and was using it, and I left it over one of my friend's house, and she used it. I guess I don't know if she used it, but she moved it out of the bathroom where I left it at, and I had a panic attack trying to find it because it was $40 and I didn't even really have $40 to replace it. It was crazy. I love this palette, and that's why I kept it. This is the first one. This is not a replacement. This is the first one. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I remember seeing this baby and was like, she's suede? What? You open her up. Oh my God. You see that was my highlight. That was my highlight, okay? Oh my God. This was my favorite palette. Them browns. This is when I first got into makeup, so it's not really used like that because I didn't really know how to do eyeshadow. But I used to be doing that brown. I used to be doing that orange, okay? I used to be mixing them little colors up. I used to be like, okay, I don't have anything to set my under eye with. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow palette. This was my favorite, which is why when I lost it, I was like, I gotta find it. I have to find it because I know I'm gonna keep this with me until I'm a celebrity makeup artist and I could be able to show them like this was my first high-end palette. And it's crazy because I almost want to cry because I've came such a long way, y'all. Like, I just showed y'all all of these palettes. All of those palettes I bought are past $40. Can you imagine just trying to buy one? I wish I would have knew like about affordable makeup brands at the time that I started. But this right here is my humble beginning one. She's such a beauty. Now, of course, I don't use this anymore. I feel like I should say that because it's old as hell. But yeah. Now, the next two palettes that I'm going to show you are from Morphe. I do not use these palettes because I seen that they were recalled. And I was like, well, whatever. Guess I'll put them away, but never throw them away type of thing. The Sour Patch Kids Morphe palette, I never even used it. I literally never used it and looked online and it said it was recalled. And I was like, I was finna really dig into this palette. I don't even know why it got recalled, but I was scared. I really want to get that white, but I don't have enough eyeshadow palettes with white in them. And I was like, this is perfect, and it got recalled, and I don't know what to do with it now. Like, is it for real? Is it not for real? I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep her around until I got the strength to try it. Super cute though, right? This story has a similar one to the Modern Renaissance one. I saved up all my money to buy a makeup palette, and it stained my eyelids purple. In this case, it stained my eyelids purple. And you should, makeup artist, you already know what I'm talking about. It is the James Charles Morphe palette. Ah, she stained my eyelids. I remember when I first got it, I dropped it on the floor and I had to tape up the shades. That pink though stained. I was using that white till I hit pan. Like I said, I don't have a lot of palettes with white, and then I don't have a lot of them with black, so this was like my go-to. I stayed getting an eyeshadow palette with just multiple colors in it. This was the OG though. You know, I had to follow the bandwagon. Okay, I had to jump on it. Had to get on them trends and was like, who is James Charles? Oh, he got a palette. Let me go get it. I used to have a bunch of makeup palettes, but if I would buy a makeup palette and I would see that I didn't like it, or it was just cheaply made, or the color payoff wasn't there, I would just give it away. I gave a lot of palettes away to my goddaughter. She was like 7. She was messing them palettes up. I used to be like, oh well, because I didn't want to use it. It'd be ugly. So a lot of them went there. Last but not least is the Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania palette. I just got sent this one from PR and I am loving it. Oh my god, let me show y'all. It comes with a bunch of cute little shades, okay? She got the dark ones, and then you got some metallic ones, you got some brown ones. It comes with the brush. The brush is around here somewhere. I did not lose the brush. But I really like the purple and the yellow, if you can't tell. Love that. I love that it comes with black. I wish this was a matte eyeshadow, but it's like a shimmery white gray color. Love that. And I really like this nude color. So you could do a nude look with this, do like a Metal Mania look, or you could do something dark and smoky, or you can mix it all up. Just multi-use, and it's so compact. You just put this in your kit. But those are all of my makeup palettes, and the reason why I slowed down with buying them, because I have so many and they all look alike, so I didn't want to just keep buying them and just not using them, because clearly some of them are untouched. So yeah, y'all, I think that'll be my challenge for this year. Use these makeup palettes. Let's use every single shade and try to make use of what we have already. But if you did like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see everyone next time.